And temperatures there are already well below zero. Take a look at this. This was shot earlier this evening northwest of Jacksboro, probably about 20 miles or so, in the far northwestern part of the county. But Chad Casey already encountering very treacherous road conditions there. And that's a preview, I'm afraid, of what we're in for here in North Texas as we step into Saturday. Look at all the real estate here covered by watches, warnings, advisories for extreme cold, winter weather, and in some cases both. Up in Oklahoma, they are going to be buried in snowfall. They could see upwards of a foot to a foot and a half, believe it or not, in parts of the state. Winter storm warning here across much of North Texas, and then an ice storm warning off to our east from Canton through Athens, Palestine, just east of Mejia, and into East Texas. Really concerned about those areas because with heavy ice accumulations and all those trees out there and then winds blowing, those ice-laden power lines and tree limbs, they could certainly have some power outages. Here is a look at our onset of travel impacts. We're already seeing icing taking place north and west of the Metroplex. It's going to happen or start to happen here in the next couple of hours in the Metroplex, and then more than likely after 3 a.m. to our south and southeast. You can see where temperatures now have fallen to freezing in Fort Worth, 32 Denton. So we're on the verge here of starting to perhaps see a little bit of icing, especially in the trees and power lines and metal surfaces. It's already been happening out to our west, Graham, Bridgeport, up into Montague County. Still 35 at Terrell, 39 at Corsicana. Let's go in for a closer look here. This algorithm is not perfect, but it gives us a good idea of where the sleet more than likely is. These blue colors here, where freezing rain is. The pink colors here, Runaway Bay, Perrin, Mineral Wells down towards Strawn. And then finally the green colors indicating where we're seeing just liquid rain. We expand the view. Boy, it is bitterly cold already in Amarillo at 4 degrees. On the flip side, still 66 down in the south in San Antonio. Here's the upper level system, and it is going to pump a lot of Pacific moisture our way. Already doing so, but there is a lot more moisture to come through the day Saturday night, and a Sunday morning. And by then, it's all going to be frozen here across North Texas. See significant accumulations. Minus 15 in Fargo. It's now 9 below in Chicago. Look at Green Bay, minus 14. This is what we're tapping with these northerly winds all weekend long. So it's going to be a prolonged, very cold weather event here, in addition to the wintry precipitation. 15 early Sunday morning, but a wind chill of minus 4. 9 above Monday morning with a wind chill making it feel like 5 below. And once we do dip below freezing just after midnight, I think we stay there now for 84 consecutive hours. Yesterday, it looked like we might barely crack the freezing mark Monday and put an end to the stretch. Not the case now. We're going to have to wait until Tuesday early afternoon to see us go above freezing. So here's futurecast. That freezing line will push south overnight tonight. So we see the flip from rain to freezing rain and sleet as we head into Saturday morning. Freezing rain and sleet continues through midday. I think once we get past noon, most of the precipitation we see is going to be in the form of sleet and heavy sleet at times. Don't be surprised if you hear some rumbles of thunder with some of the heavier bursts of sleet. This continues into Saturday night. And then as the Arctic air continues to deepen and the warm layer of air above our heads starts to go away, we're going to see a transition to some snow. Now, the snow is going to be more likely northwest and north of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the blue colors there. But I do think we'll see some snow showers here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area on the tail end of our storm. So for the Metroplex, it's probably going to be 90% or better sleet with a little snow on the tail end, and maybe still some flurries hanging on along our Red River counties as we head through Sunday afternoon. So how much? Well, here's a look at the ice totals. In general, about 1/4 to a ½ inch from the Metroplex to the north and west, and then to our south and east, a ½ an inch to 3/4 of an inch of ice looks quite possible. And once you get above a ½ inch, again, that's the threshold at which power outages become much more likely. The weight of that ice on power lines and the tree limbs that break off and hit the power lines really does trigger the power outages. Here's a look at our combination sleet snow totals. Now, this is in addition to the ice totals that I just showed you. 3 to 5 inches in our northwest counties and through the Red River counties as well. 2 to 3 inches of mostly sleet here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, ending with a little coating of snow on top of that. 1 to 2 inches of mainly sleet as you head down through Cleburne, Waxahachie, into areas south of Terrell, and then finally up to 1 inch of sleet in far southern portions of the area. 7-day forecast. There it is. Winter is here. 28 in the morning, but falling through the 20s as the day progresses. Your high Sunday is 20 degrees with northwest winds of 15 to 25. Yeah, it is going to be brutally cold. Those winds will die off a bit by Monday morning. Single-digit temperatures is what you wake up to. We don't get to freezing, 29. Back down to 13 early Tuesday morning with the high finally above freezing, 39 degrees. But if you're looking for warm air, you are not going to find it here next week. The best we can do is Thursday at 43.